Macro mechanics, synergy alchemy. What dictates our life as of now? Our electromagnetic stream of our existential lineage. What is that composed of, made up of? For one, to put it simply, it is a time stream of our electromagnetic evolution. What is that composed of? That is derived from divine ancient systems, quote unquote the old, to the new, to the present, which I will describe all three. The evolutional layering being composed of a collective symposium of soul orbs, individuated intelligences, an archetypal roundtable, if you will. An archetype being a body of energy that houses a primary characteristic which the human template is capable of being all of them, composed of all of them, and is all of them to its respective degree. So whatever primary archetype entity you are working with, you are developing yourself to be like that energy, adopting its agenda from a subtle level to a conscious level, adopting its ways of beings and its comprehension and the nature of that energy/entity being. You could therefore thus see where someone is energetically heading towards based on the archetype they are primarily affiliated with. And it doesn't have to be an entity per se, it could be a theme or a concept. Any attraction to anything you have that you feel is whole for you, whether it's a singular or non-singular path of devotion, I honor it. But that being said, you could not deny the fact that there is a constructive faction creating a coexisting, non-discriminatory habitat for all. So, the unlinear past blends into the unlinear present and future from this archetypal evolutionary uprising. All of us are manifestors. How could I explain this? To some degree, you manifest your thoughts, your emotions, spiritual trajectories, and current health scenarios as of now. To another degree, the collective consciousness is playing a heavy, influential role in your current manifestation symbiotically. Due to the individual and collective synergistic alchemy, synergy alchemy, my definition of synergy is a collective container of all elemental and psychological energies. Alchemy is the proportions of all those energies in unique configurations per your overall time stream electromagnetic evolution. And yeah, keep going furthermore. Let me explain further. The accumulation of thoughts, feelings, physical (seeds planted, aka planned executions), and mutable spiritual accumulative energies from its dormant/awoken/shared ratio stored in your particular vessel gives leverage to your current now manifestation, your current probabilities and potentialities in this now. Manifestation is this moment, and it is likened unto three functionalities of the components of the zodiac, which is cardinal, fixed, and mutable. As above, so below. I'll explain. So that's its own respective Trinity code. I have other Trinity codes lined up that neatly harmonizes with the awareness organization platform EOM. So as above, so below. I'll explain. Cardinal, fixed, and mutable. If you look deep into the word cardinal, it means one who is the navigator/director. That means for manifestation's sake, you could think good thoughts all you want, feel good all you want, but there still are specific overseers per region that have a degree of influence that will ultimately permit your openings and closings of your passageway to what you ultimately wish to create in accordance to your devotional practice per se. Having insight to this is key to long-term manifestation and how we help each other enable sovereignty all the more. I also would like to equate the as above integer of cardinal to eternity/the great void of nothingness. Question time. Is there an ultimate overseer who has the ability to manage and govern the nothingness within all things? If so, What is your resonance with it? Could be hypothetical, could be proven, moving on. Disproven, whatever. The second component of up in the air, whatever. The second component of manifestation is all elements and materials in this plane zone are of a fixed nature. Fixed nature. This goes for processes as well. It is a fixed component that we need air to breathe, etc. Okay, battery's good, timing's good. Simply identifying and comprehending all that is objective. An example of a process is it takes 9 months for a baby to be born. Objective. Seeds need to be planted and cultivated before they are ready to harvest. Objective. The fixed component also significantly gives rise to the probabilities and what destiny we will be stepping into based on our probabilities, based on our relationship to our evolutional upbringing and relation to all archetypal energies thereof we have previously interfaced with and are aspiring to interface with. They say the future is unwritten. It is, aside from all that remains as a elemental function and process individually and universally, as well as a cognitive function and process individually and universally. An example of a cognitive fixed process function is we need to listen, contemplate, process, then reorientate to re-facilitate the desired trajectory for our life's stability. You could equate the fixed component to the spectrum of matter in one facet, and you could equate the fixed component to the universal arena in which we all stand in which everything is stabilized from. Thirdly, the fun part, the now, of what dictates our life as of now. The mutable segue of the unwritten timeline. In an earlier video, I said something along the lines, it's going to be really awesome to reach the desired destination, and then, I'll keep reading. Now, the context of me using that word may have not been comprehended for regards to my desired articulation. The context I wish to formulate is to create your desired segue of life. We all know it's about the journey and not the destination, but the part is in the whole and the whole is in the part. My context of quote-unquote destination is to establish your now power to establish and create the desired segue in which you wish to journey on for your next level stage of beingness. Some more fixed functions of us is our capability to be flashlights and our capability to be closets or ignorance in regards to anything, specifically macroly and collective to individually. The light is being casted upon all intentions and legitimacies in what it means to fluidly and harmonically and mutationally create and destroy. All the way from a cellular to material level. We can't have one without the other, but the modern principalities of how that is to begin, process, and end in regards to the safety of our tribes is up to us to establish in regards to the micro to the macro. Ironically, to some degree, everything is mutable, and this is where you could find the ongoing magic of your life right now. Anybody. Okay, a lot to get through still. Nobody knows. Who really knows is a question that seems to splash up. My response to that, from a philosopher's pursuit, is, do you believe there could be a large collection of gathered data, of collective testimonies and information that verify and claim the authenticity to any concept that proclaims itself as valid and real, and verify and claim the authenticity of any body of energy existing that you are disputing that presents itself to be proclaimed as real? This gives rise to an open source platform, Verify, what is readily and accurately verified based on the lineage trail of macro information and collective testimonies. Do you believe anything is possible? Yes or no? Why or why not? Do you believe everything is recorded? Phonetical imprints on a vinyl disc, on the atomic cell structure from a deep light molecular level. Do you believe anything could be traced back to its original roots? Affirmation time. I choose to completely love myself from my purest roots to this now, to my endless potential, and I will not give up on myself. So what do I put my faith in? Based on my research, my casual experiences, and other claims that have been made regarding the existence of the information of a more than valid universal library that houses all data, past, present, and probable future, etc., I put faith in my Akashic stream that there is a plan unfolding for our highest benefit that I get to play a part in. Something I can navigate to inform me where I lay disconnect and connect, and what is my primary synergy I am functioning from. Synergy mechanism that I'm functioning from, synergy orb, as well as to inform me in the future what and who to discern from and to. Refer to your inner fields. Everybody has a soul stream. People want to talk about karma and justice. We really don't know what karma and justice is being truly dealt unless we verify, consult, then officially bring it forth to the pure conscious developing public arena. Pre-verification is the use of a scientific method with the ultimate aiming and purpose to conceptualize what is in its most refined state, no more than that. Not playing devil's advocate, the philosopher's pursuit to establish what is in its refined state. If every being has a soul stream stemming from neutrality to a disposition of positivity of biomechanics, parentheses, organic functioning, to another disposition of experiencing lower depths, shout out to Neptune for his Facebook post of biomechanics. Experiencing lower depths of biomechanics, of lower mannerisms / practices, etc., we must basically ask as is, how is that oversoul mending its disconnections? What is its current primary archetype and its primary function? And how is that tangibly affecting my environment and liberation of my entire time stream? As of this now. This is just the first component of what dictates our now, but within it has the encodements of it all, making up our current fluctuative mind state processors. The present. The second component of what dictates our life is the present. The present component simply is our levels of indoctrination and first-hand experiences / epiphanies, which give rise and inspiration to choose our trajectory, our life's trajectories, to dissolve collectively and individually what is no longer needed. Capricorn is in South Node, for Christ's sakes. The old governance system has reached its plateau, and a new macro system is collectively being anchored. All temporal energetic things aside, emotions and rebuttals, etc. All things aside. Capricorn is in South Node, guys, come on. And the third component of our time stream the third component of our time stream electromagnetic manifestation generator is the new fresh now. The new, as Team Light would say. The unknown beyond sustainable, beginning to comprehend the unravelance of source energy. The incorporation of raw innovation and potential of simple modern unity. I want to simply clear up misconceptions about long-term manifestation and see if anybody could relate. And what's really, really dialed in from top to bottom on a macro mental foundational level. Calling forth harmony for all synergy nexuses that hold the whole resonance thereof. Mutability / fluidity is highlighting where our stagnancies lie, reconstituting our stagnancies and freeing ourselves from those stagnancies, and casually asking where specifically is the best genuine collective assistance contributing to the alleviation of all stagnancies, respectively. And more insight coming soon, of course. The consensus platform section of EOM is how to relieve unwanted dense energies, why and how to forgive, and why and how to overcome fear and illusion gracefully and progressively. Referring to my collective to individual Akashic stream, what are the primary and secondary functionalities of all energies and their mutable, capable, potential functions as well. Ooh, okay. Oh, almost done, kind of. Upload to you. Thirdly is discernment of self and not self and service to the macro, whatever that is for you. The backdrop of bringing forth this organization of the awareness platform EOM is there's a big list of collaborators in the world that have influenced me that I am intrigued to connect with. In the video I saw called Ishwara Gita, the presenter said the Grand Awakening isn't about who's doing better than who. It's about truly rising each other up and experiencing your unique fulfillment. No matter how dense or fixed something is in the midst of it all, the macrocosmos is more energetically fluctuous and revolvable. If you believe everything has its respective orbits, it's to my comprehension the solar system revolves around the galaxy revolves around the universe revolves around the multiverse, etc. So there are undoubtable fluid components to even the most dense objects. Their atomic structure is vibrating at a lower speed, but everything has its place. This video is pretty much derived from a rough draft I did. Almost done, just gonna so life is a symposium / panorama of us being drawn to the unwritten future, which is due to the unique symphony of evolving energetic signatures, highlighting what we have interfaced with and what that has embedded as far as symbolic hearsay and what leads to our current conformities. On the upside of that is what have we